jobs.
Hoagies!
Hoagies! Woo!
On the next CNN Special Investigations Unit, Anderson Cooper looks at a chilling scenario. What if there were another Katrina, another 9/11? Could you escape the edge of disaster?
Anybody here?
CNN next Saturday and Sunday night.
Tonight, looking back on a tragic, emotional week.
And he just stepped within 5 feet of the door and just started firing.
This is a day of mourning for the Virginia Tech community, and it is a day of sadness for our entire nation.
Stories of survival and loss, and stories that give us hope amidst sorrow and anger. Next on Larry King Live.
It's just utter shock how anybody could
You're
do
right,
this.
man. This is just like a
else.
college Columbine.
Knowing that I
really
could have
sad.
been in one of those classrooms.
The pain for
It's
everybody
shocking.
else needs to go on forever.
Thanks for joining us. It's been a rough week, an emotional roller coaster that has gone from shock and sorrow to anger and frustration and back again. Tonight we're looking back on some of the personal stories from the deadliest shooting rampage in U.S. history. And we begin with the young student who, cell phone in hand, gave the world a sense of the tragedy that was unfolding on the Virginia Tech campus. We're going to start in Blacksburg, Virginia, the home of Virginia Tech, with Jamal Albaguti. Jamal is a Virginia Tech student and a NA1 News reporter. When he heard shots, he began recording video on his cell phone, and we're going to show you what he recorded and then ask him about it. Watch.
Whoa!
27 shots, some of which may well have come from police, are clearly audible on this shocking real-time tape. Jamal, our iNews reporter on the scene, what were you doing there? Give me the scene as you said it.
Well, first to answer your question, what I was doing in that area, I was going to talk to my advisor who's in a building just next to Norris where all this happened. When I was approaching that building, a gentleman started shouting, and it's the first time I'm going to say it, but he was using the F word, and he was telling us to get off the ground. And when a professor starts to use this language, you would know that there is something really serious. I thought there was another bomb threat in Patton Hall, because in the last week we received 2 of these, which at the end we discovered that they were not serious. But I just left the building and went back. While I was walking, I saw a cop running around, and then he saw other cops. He drew his gun from his pocket, or from the gun's pocket, and started running towards the other cops, and then they both started running towards Norris Hall. I knew then that there is something really serious going on the spot. It's not a bomb threat, because that's not what they did with the previous bomb threats.
So Jamal, did you immediately get out a recorder and start shooting?
That was the time I did that. I just took my camera and started. I knew that it's really serious. I took my cell phone and started recording that. In the matter of 10 to 15 seconds, I started hearing the gunshots. At first, I thought they were far, but then I realized that they were not far. They were just inside the building. I saw a person from Norris Hall trying to talk to the people outside, to the police officers outside Norris Hall. He was talking to them through the window. I couldn't hear what he said, but I saw him pointing at something in Norris Hall. I took a few steps towards where the cops were I saw them trying to get into Norris Hall. Now, some people are telling me that the Norris Hall's door, was chained. Now, I didn't see that for a fact. I saw cops either struggling to get in which it would be chained, or what I thought was that they opened the door through a bang, like a gas bang or something like that, closed the door, and then reopened it again. I saw like many cops trying to get into the building.
Did you see anybody shot?
I did not see anybody getting shot. No, Larry.
What was it like for you to do this? What were your feelings?
I can't tell you my feelings. I didn't know what I was doing, to tell you the truth. You know what I remember? I just remember the streets of the Middle East, which I come from. And when I first chose to come to Blacksburg, probably the best thing I loved about it, how safe this place is.
Boy.
And now such a thing, I came from the Middle East running away from such things, and here it is in Blacksburg.
How ironic. Thank you, Jamal. We'll be calling on you again, I'm sure. Jamal Al-Bagouti, our iNews reporter on the scene, and what a job he did. He's a guy who leaves the Middle East because of violence to come to peaceful Blacksburg, Virginia, and gets this. When we come back, some emotional moments with the father and brother of one of the victims.
I guess there was gunshots. It was right behind the building that I was in. And so they peeled us all inside the building, and we had to stay inside there for like 15 minutes. And these two kids, I guess, had panicked and jumped out of the top story window. And the one kid had broke his ankle, and the other girl was not in good shape, laying on the ground. And it was just mayhem. And they told us to get out of there, so we ran across the drill field as quick as we could, and there was cops yelling, and it was just a mess, so it was kind of scary.
I've been hearing that SAP has business software for mid-sized companies. So naturally, I did what you'd expect. Had my hearing tested. Turns out I'm fine.
IDARC Media is the official publisher of the Verizon Yellow Pages and home to superpages.com, delivering billions of print and online searches every year. So anywhere, anytime, find the answers you need and the things you want, from your home or anywhere else. IDARC Media.
As an Orkin man, I get asked a lot of questions.
Do ants have bones?
Well, sort of. Ants wear their skeletons on the outside.
Orkin, knowledge is our best weapon.
If you want to quit smoking, today's your day. Commit cherry lozenges, the tasty way to quit smoking.
SAP software can grow as the company grows? That's great because we are definitely going global. Just as soon as we go national.
CNN Tonight.
Cold-blooded killer or abused spouse?
We, the jury, find the defendant, Mary C. Winkler.
Jury draws the line and will examine the secret life of a preacher's wife.
CNN Newsroom, tonight 10 Eastern.
CNN Sunday night, 8 Eastern. His writings, his anger, his point of no return. Soledad O'Brien takes you inside the mind of a killer. Massacre at Virginia Tech. CNN Sunday night, 8 Eastern.
Those whose lives were taken did nothing to deserve their fate. They were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now they're gone, and they leave behind grieving families and grieving classmates and a grieving nation.
Joining us now on Larry King Live in Blacksburg is Joseph Samaha. He's the father of Rima Samaha. His daughter was killed yesterday in Norris Hall. There you see her. Also with us is Omar Samaha, her brother, who is a graduate of Virginia Tech. Joseph, we know how painful this is. We appreciate you coming on with us for a few moments. How did you learn of your daughter's death?
I learned of my daughter's death yesterday evening when I came down to Blacksburg, Larry. Arrived about 6:15, and about an hour later, a friend of our daughter advised me that, or informed me that he was in the area when they were removing her from the building. And that was the first I heard of it. And he gave me his condolences. And I was surprised because I didn't know the young man. And I didn't know if he had his facts straight, but he seemed to tell me the truth and the right thing. An hour later, I did get confirmation from the police.
Where do you live, Joseph?
We live in Centerville, Virginia.
So it wasn't too far to come to Blacksburg. And you sent your other son to Virginia Tech. Omar, what does this do to you as a graduate of this school, and now you lose your sister?
It's really hard for me. I love this school. It's one of my homes away from home. And this is like my family down here. And I had my sister going here. I have a cousin here. And all my friends here are like my family. And we are one big Virginia Tech family here. And it's the hardest thing to come back for something like this. I come back so often to see everyone and to visit. And this is one of the hardest things to do, is come back to this campus for something like this.
How do you even deal with it, Joseph? A father losing a daughter. How do you deal with it all? How do you deal with this madman who killed her?
Well, Larry, I don't focus on the madman. I'm focused completely on my daughter and what she has been to us, what she has, as if she's still with us, and what she's been to our family. And I focus on my wife and my surviving children. What happened with this guy, has no relevance in my life right now. It's done. I need to think of my daughter, and I get my strength thinking of her and visualizing her constantly.
I'll bet. How do you deal with it, Omar?
I don't think I've started dealing with it yet, Larry. I'm still in shock at the moment. I miss her so much, and I wish she was here, but it seems so unreal to me right now, and it'll take a while to sink in.
Why, Joseph, do you agree to talk about her?
Sorry, Larry, one more time, please.
Why do you agree to come on to talk about her?
Oh, I advocate for her. I mean, she's my strength. I'm speaking for her. She's a loving kid. She's a great student. She was creative. She was intelligent. She was innovative. Anything a parent would want in a daughter. And I'm here to speak for her. and she gives me the strength to do that.
Well said. Omar, do you bear your school, your former school, any ill will?
None at all. None at all. I love this school and I love everyone here, and my heart goes out to everyone involved in this.
Joseph, have you made any funeral plans at all?
Well, Larry, as part of the condition to release our loved ones, we had to make arrangements with funeral homes, and they coordinate with the coroner in Roanoke, Virginia. And so that was the first step. We're still waiting to see our loved ones, our deceased children. We haven't been able to do that. Apparently there's some legal issues involved. They're asking us to wait 4 or 5 days, perhaps that long. And I don't think the parents can do that, nor do we want to do that. And we need to be reunited with our children as soon as possible.
Does that bother you, Omar, this wait?
Yeah, it bothers me because this doesn't need to be dragged on any longer, and you know, we need to try to move on ourselves, and the longer we wait to have a funeral and all of that, the longer it's going to take for us to start healing.
Dr. Phil, what do you say to Joseph and Omar? What can you possibly say?
Well, Joseph and Omar, please understand that all of us certainly feel your pain, and I was just sitting here listening to this wonderful father speak with such wisdom and such an example for everyone in this situation. What he has said is he is there to advocate for his daughter, speak on her behalf, and focus on her and not this madman that did that thing. And Joseph, I so admire your strength and courage, and you are using her life and your life to come on and talk about this right now in this way, because what you're saying is exactly what needs to happen here with so many people that are facing this terrible, terrible burden and challenge. My heart goes out to you. I admire your position, and Omar, I know as a brother it's going to be very difficult to get your mind around this, but I just hope that you will focus on all of the days that she lived instead of the one day and the one moment that she died, because that is a painful moment, and from everything I can understand about her, her life was truly a celebration. So you have to focus on the celebration instead of that one moment in time.
Well said, Dr. Phil. Thank you, Joseph, and thank you, Omar. Our hearts and prayers are with you, and we'll call on you again.
Thank you.
Godspeed. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. When we come back, we're going to talk to 2 roommates of the man that caused all of this. Don't go away.
If you want to quit smoking, today's your day. Commit cherry lozenges. The tasty way to quit smoking.
Welcome to a network where being here is being there. Cisco, welcome to the Human Network.
So he sent me the most beautiful bouquet ever.
What'd the card say?
Only something beautiful for my something beautiful.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. Everyone here has been joking. He must have done something really bad. You don't think... you don't think he could have... Oh...
Singular is now the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Get an LG broadband phone free.
The Bradley sisters have now been missing over 5 years. What, if anything, is being done to find them?
Nancy Grace, Headline News Prime, tomorrow 8 and 10 Eastern.
Do you want a mattress with firm support or uncompromising comfort? You can get both in a Pillow Top mattress. Through Monday, it's Sleep Country's Pillow Top mattress sale. Save on luxurious Pillow Top sets from Simmons, Sealy, Spring Air, even the Joseph Abood collection. Every Pillow Top mattress is on sale through Monday. How can you top that? Guaranteed comfort, best selection, lowest price.
Why buy a mattress anywhere else?
Protecting the environment is a global goal that we can all work on together to achieve. Sundance Channel's new weekly night of programming, The Green, will inform and hopefully inspire you about our environment. Now, Sundance Channel and Comcast are working together to make it easy to get involved.
Log on to Comcast.net to download your free green guide. Learn how to reduce your impact on the environment and find out about green initiatives in your area.
Tune in and take action. Let's commit to that.
Exclusive. Former President Bill Clinton on Hillary Clinton's White House run. Larry King tomorrow.
We're joined now by Gary Tuckman, CNN national correspondent in Blacksburg. He had a extraordinary who did you talk to today?
Larry, I talked to two Virginia Tech juniors who last year when they were sophomores lived with Cho. They were his roommates. They lived in a 4-room suite for an entire year. And Larry, they say that he was absolutely the strangest person they had ever met in their lives. He barely ever talked. But they say, nevertheless, they never would have figured he could have committed murders like this.
Let's take a quick look at the piece of the interview you did. Watch.
Then something happened that you say he started harassing women at school here, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that, John.
I walked back to my room one night, and there's a policeman in there. And apparently what had happened was he started talking to her online first. He found where she lived, started talking to her on AIM. Then he went over there. He was using the name ? Said, "Hey, I'm ? And that really freaked the girl out.
So he was stalking her?
Yeah. He found out everything about her first.
And like he told this girl all the things he learned about her?
I don't know if he told her that, but he thought they were playing some kind of game or something.
And did you know the girl?
No. I to this day.
Was she freaked out about it? Did you hear later?
Freaked out enough about it to call the police.
There were 2 other instances that we know of. One was one of our friends, he started bothering her, and another was down the hall.
And what happened in those cases?
The one down the hall, I got the girl's screen name and kind of told her, I IM'd her and told her, this guy, he's messing around with you, here's his name, and you shouldn't kind of ignore him and just stay away from him. And then the other time, the cops responded again, and Sung became upset about that, and he had told me that he might as well kill himself. And so I told the cops that, and they took him away to the counseling center for a night or 2.
Gary, don't you wonder how this guy ever got into be a 4th-year student?
Yeah, that's what I asked these 2 roommates, John and Andy. I said, if he was so strange, if he had to be sent away to this counseling center for a couple days, and the university was obviously aware he had a problem, didn't you think that maybe he was dangerous? And they said, you know what? He was very weird, but he wasn't violent. He never talked about guns. He didn't have any guns. Yeah, he did weird things, like he played the same songs over and over again on his computer laptop. It was a song by the rock group Collective Soul. And he played over and over dozens and dozens of times. He did a lot of weird things. But he said because he was smart enough to get into a great school like Virginia Tech, we figured he was okay, and we weren't that worried about him. Yeah, we thought he was weird, but we weren't that worried.
Yeah, thanks, Gary, as always. Gary Tuckman in Blacksburg. Joining us now in Blacksburg is Trey Perkins, a survivor of the Virginia Tech massacre. The shooter opened fire while he was in German class. That's the firing that killed his professor. And also there is Melanie Swift, Virginia Tech student. She was in class in Norris Hall when the shootings took place. Trey, what happened in the German class?
I was just sitting in class around 9:45 when we heard some popping noises coming from what we thought was across the hall. We didn't really know what it was. One of the students suggested it might have been a joke. And after, right after that, a guy runs into the room and immediately opens fire.
Did you know him?
I'd never seen him before.
Did you see people killed?
Yes, unfortunately.
How did you get away?
I got on the ground and turned some desks over, 2 or 3 desks. I flipped on their sides, and I just lay there and just prayed.
Did you see your teacher shot?
Yes, I did.
That'll never leave your memory, will it? What was that like for you?
I can't even begin to explain it. It's something I don't want anyone to ever have to go through, and I don't want to ever have to go through anything like that again.
Melanie, you were in class in Norris Hall. What class were you in?
I was in my auditing class. We were actually taking an exam, and I was on the 3rd floor right above the shooting.
And what did you hear? What happened?
We just heard there was probably about 15 minutes left in the class when we heard loud bangs. None of us knew what they were. It was nothing I had ever heard before, but our teacher just said, oh, it's just the construction. There's lots of construction going on around that building, so we just continued to take our exam. And then one of the students, actually my roommate, she finished the exam earlier, and she went down to the 2nd floor, saw students diving and smoke, yelling, get down, get out. She ran back up to our classroom to inform us that there was a shooting going on below us, and what we were hearing were gunshots.
And what did you do then, Melanie?
That is correct.
We then went across the hall and barricaded. There was about 25 of us left, and barricaded into a small professor's office. For about 15 minutes, we're in there, still all confused with what was going on. We were hearing screams below, and then a SWAT team came to escort us out of the room.
Thank you both very much. Trey Perkins and Melanie Swift.
Me and 2 others got up, threw a couple tables in front of it, and had to physically hold it there while there's gunshots going on. He came to our door, tried the handle, couldn't get it in because we were pushing up against it, tried to force his way in, got the door to open up about 6 inches, and then we just lunged at it and closed it back up. And that's when he backed up and shot twice into the middle of the door, thinking we were up against it, trying to get him out.
What do you say when people are calling you a hero today? It's tough.
Just glad I could be here.
The road to happiness. Lots of twists and turns.
Breathe. Have you found yourself yet? Because you're right here. Seriously, happiness doesn't have to hurt like that.
Security?
Put your money in an orange savings account. It's all gain, no pain.
But pain is the path to joy.
Whatever.
High interest, no fees, no minimums. Your money grows, you don't get bent out of shape. The road to happiness is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I got tested. It's no big deal.
Come on, Bob. How's a test going to prevent colon cancer?
I'll show you.
This is Robert. He knows you can actually prevent colon cancer by getting tested.
They take a look at your colon, and if they find a polyp, they get it out before it turns into cancer.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
If you're 50 or older, talk to your doctor about getting tested for colon cancer. Or for free information, contact us today. This is the American Cancer Society.
I used to have trouble falling asleep. I tried everything, even sleeping pills, but they made me feel lousy in the morning. Then I tried the Sleep Number bed. Being able to adjust the firmness made all the difference.
How do you describe sleeping in paradise? With the Sleep Number bed, it changes everything.
Within a week's time, I was sleeping like I haven't slept in years.
Call now for a free DVD or video and brochure. You'll learn how, at the touch of a button, Sleep Number beds adjust firmness to relieve pressure and give you more deep sleep. Plus, it's proven to improve sleep quality and relieve back pain. The Sleep Number bed costs about the same as a traditional innerspring mattress, yet it lasts twice as long.
I didn't need a pill or a gimmick. All I needed was the Sleep Number bed.
Call 1-800-547-9977 for your free information kit plus details about our risk-free in-home trial. Queen mattresses start as low as $20 a month. That's 1-800-547-9977. Call now.
Monday on American Morning, Away at War, long tours of duty and the impact on families left behind. I'm Kieran Chetry. Don't miss my special series, Children of War, Monday morning, beginning 6 Eastern.
Monday on 360, an American in Nicaragua accused of killing a local woman, an angry mom. Despite solid alibis and slim evidence, he got 30 years. Why? We're keeping him honest. 360 Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern.
He wasn't friendly by any means. He was just quiet.
He's not actually saying he's going to kill someone. And my argument was he seemed so disturbed anyway that we needed to do something about this.
He had told me that he might as well kill himself, and so I told the cops that, and they took him away.
I really felt very strongly that he was suicidal, and there was such an absence in the room when he entered that everything emptied out and just seemed very dark.
On Wednesday, we were shocked to learn Jo Sung-hui mailed a package to NBC News on the day of the shootings. The chilling video and the images stunned everyone, including the killer's former suite mate. Joining us now in Virginia Tech's Alumni Center is Karan Gruel. He has shared a dorm suite with the Virginia Tech shooter, Jo Sung-hui. What do you make of what you've just seen, Karan?
I was totally surprised by the new videos that came out. Until now, what I've seen and tried to talk to him, he never showed any interest in having a conversation with anybody. He never showed anger or disgust or hatred ever. He just seemed like a shy person.
How long did you room with him?
Since last year in August, about 9 months.
You said that you steered clear of him, even though you shared the dorm suite. Why?
I tried talking to him many times at the beginning of the semester, but he would pretend as if you try to talk to him, he would pretend as if he didn't hear you. If you pass him by in the hallway, he would look down on the ground and walk and not stare you in the eye when you pass by him, and just pretend that he's the only one in the room if you're sitting right next to him.
He rants about rich kids. Did he ever discuss that with you?
He actually never had a conversation with me. Like I said before, he just never spoke a word when he was around any of us in the suite.
We understand, somebody said there were changes in his behavior lately, changes in his sleep pattern. You notice anything?
Well, he did wake up really early in the morning, most of the times around 7. If I got up to go to class, I saw him up in the bathroom or sitting in the common area. But recently he started getting up pretty early. He started going to the gym late at night also, and on Monday morning I was up studying all night. I saw him in the bathroom 5 in the morning when I went in to freshen up.
When all of this broke, Karan, were you shocked that it was him or not shocked?
When I heard about the shootings, there was no inclination in my mind that it was him, because he did not seem like an aggressive person. He seemed calm and just private. When I found out it was him by the police when they were there Monday evening with us, there was still a little doubt in my mind, maybe they're wrong. But when I saw his picture on TV the next day, it was a scary feeling.
Boy. Thanks, Karan. Karan Gruel, who shared a dorm suite with the Virginia Tech shooter. Joining us now, Nikki Giovanni, who's back in Peoria, Illinois, who taught Cho in poetry class. What do you make when you see these things?
I think that the main thing that I think Larry said, it was not obvious. This is all hindsight.
And I think that Virginia Tech has taken a hit that we don't deserve right now, because if we could have known that this, to me he was a mean boy, but I'm not a psychiatrist. But if we could have known that he could or would have done this, don't you know, we would have gotten rid of him. I have 4 colleagues who are dead trying to stop him. One of my favorite students, Matt Laporte, and I know that Matty died a hero because he was a great kid. I've lost people that I care about. Don't you think we would have stopped it if we had known it? It wasn't obvious, and people are saying obvious. It wasn't obvious. It was a boy who tried to intimidate people. He did ugly things, and I did. I thought he was a mean kid, and I didn't want to be around him, and I did what I should do, which was tell my supervisor he's got to go or I'm going to resign, and I did that because I wanted people to know it was serious. I wanted Tech to know that it was serious, but it still wasn't obvious.
In the package he sent to NBC, he put the name Axe Ishmael in the return address area. Does that mean anything to you?
No, it does not.
He never used that name in class or anything?
No, you know, he was monosyllabic. It was a constant battle. The reason that I decided I couldn't deal with him any longer and that I was not going to be of help to this boy is that every class, I teach to Tuesday, Thursday, he would come in with the sunglasses, come in with the cap, come in with the thing. And, you know, Einstein said that doing the same thing all over again and expecting different results is a sign of insanity. And I found myself every Tuesday and Thursday doing the same thing over again and expecting a different result. So I figured one of us is nuts and one going to be me.
Did you fail him?
You know. No, I did not. Actually, I asked that he be taken out of my class. And I wrote a letter to my supervisor, to my department head, Lucinda Roy, and you've spoken to Lucinda. I think you spoke to her last night. And I sent his letters. I sent what he was writing, what he called poetry, which was not. It was nowhere near it. It was a diatribe. And I sent all of that to Lucinda, and I said, he's got to get out of my class, or I've got to resign, because I cannot ask students to come into a classroom that clearly I am not controlling. And if I had left Sung in my class, he would have been in control of it.
How, Nikki, did he get to be a senior?
I don't know, because again, it's not obvious. We are 26,000 students. There are students who commit suicide. There are students who have other problems. You can't just go plucking them out because they may do something. Some people get all right. And he obviously got under some radar. We are learning. I am learning things now. I am a poet, and so I just went on my instinct. I don't want to be around him. I don't want him near me.
Made a smart move.
I'm not saying that I was right. What if he had graduated and become something really wonderful, and all of a sudden he's got a Nobel Prize, and it's like, yeah, and Dr. Giovanni kicked me out of class. Boom. Then I got egg on my face. I'm willing to have egg on my face.
Yeah.
I am, because all I know is that something, to me, the term would be evil, Larry.
Coming up, the owner of the shop where the killer got one of his guns. It's a surprisingly emotional interview. But next, parents remember their slain son.
We are better than we think and not quite what we want to be. We are alive to the imagination and the possibility. We will continue to invent the future through our blood and tears, through all the sadness. We are the Hokies. We will prevail. We will prevail. We will prevail. We are Virginia Tech.
It's the Stainmaster Flooring Fashion Premiere, featuring the latest looks in high-fashion flooring from Stainmaster Carpet. Gorgeous new patterns, stunning new colors, luxurious styles to transform any room. Bring the enduring beauty of Stainmaster Carpet to your home during the Stainmaster Flooring Fashion Premiere. Stainmaster Carpet, always stylish, always beautiful. For a retailer near you, visit stainmaster.com.
Whatever retirement was, it isn't anymore. It's no longer just about saving enough, but planning to protect what you've saved and having the income to do what you want to do. You intend to live a long, full life. Lincoln Financial Group will work with you to make sure your money knows that, so you have the financial confidence to say, hello, future. Ask Lincoln Financial Group and visit lfg.com to learn more.
Now through April 30th, all it takes is your signature. during the Mercury Signature event. There's no cash due at signing on any 07 Mercury. Like the Mercury Milan, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. That 0 first month's payment, 0 down, and 0 cash due at signing on Mercury Milan for $256 a month. Ends April 30th at your Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Sometimes I feel irregular, bloated.
Does that ever happen to you? Not lately. I took the Activia Challenge. Eat it every day for 2 weeks. It works or it's free.
Seems everyone's talking about the Activia 2-week challenge. Activia with the natural culture Bifidus regularis is clinically proven to help naturally regulate your digestive system in 2 weeks.
Heard about the Activia Challenge? I told you.
Activia. It works or it's free.
CNN Next.
Cold-blooded killer or abused spouse?
We, the jury, find the defendant, Mary C. Winkler.
Jury draws the line and will examine the secret life of a preacher's wife.
CNN Newsroom, coming up next.
Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, the war in Iraq, a battle of nerves between President Bush and the Congress over funding. Will either side budge? Monday in the Situation Room.
That handsome young man you saw there in many pictures was the late Jeremy Herbstritt, who lost his life in Norris Hall on Monday. He was a 27-year-old graduate student. Joining us now at the Alumni Center is Mike Herbstritt, Jeremy's father, Peggy Herbstritt, Jeremy's mother, and Ken Stanton, a student and a friend of Jeremy's. Mike, how did you hear about all this?
Well, we heard about this on Monday at 11:30 from the state police. We watched on TV while we were in Boston all day, and we really don't want to talk about much else about that.
Peggy, how do you live with this?
Larry, right now I'm trying to focus on the positive things, the wonderful people of Virginia Tech who have been there comforting my husband and I and my family, the people who are his friends who have gone out of their way to help us through this tragic time. That's all I can say.
All right, Ken, what kind of guy was Jeremy?
Jeremy's an extraordinary guy. When he moved into my building at the beginning of this academic year, I didn't really know him yet, but I invited all the new people in the building to come down and, for a night to get to know each other. And, instantly he just starts talking, and you get to know him very quickly. He's a very open, exciting, energetic, and very passionate guy.
Mike, your boy was in graduate school. Did he go to undergraduate at Virginia Tech?
No, Jeremy went to an undergraduate at Penn State University. He had 3 majors: biochemistry, biomolecular biology, and civil engineering.
And a great school. Why did he go to Virginia Tech for graduate?
He wanted to go to a different school. It was his preference, and he just fell in love with this area down here. He said, on the way down, the first trip we took, he said, "Hey, Dad," he said, "look at those fields on the way down the Interstate 81. He said, "There's Black Angus out there." And he says, "This is the kind of country we like."
How far, Peggy, was he from a degree?
He's been in school almost a year.
Yeah, it's typically a 2-year program for his master's, Larry.
Wow. He was such a beautiful boy. Ken, from the pictures, he looks like a great guy.
Definitely, no doubt.
Some people you can look at and say, that is a great guy. Good luck to all of you, and thank you for coming on with us.
Can I say one thing, Larry?
Sure.
Yeah, I would ask for prayers for not only our family, but for the families of the other students who were killed here at Virginia Tech. And Jeremy has, at home, we have 3 other children, She has 2 sisters and a brother, and he was a great brother to them, a great role model, not just academically, but he had so much energy and passion for life. Wherever he went, the room was just lit up. You saw Jeremy smile, and if you were having a horrible day, you just can't imagine what did for you, whether you knew him or not. And
it shows.
Yes, I know he's looking down, watching over us. Thank you for letting us be on your show.
Thank you, dear. God bless. Now to Blacksburg, Virginia, where we're joined by Rochelle Lowe, the student friend of Caitlin Hammerin. She was supposed to, in fact, to room with Caitlin next year. And Kristen Wickham, a student friend of Caitlin, also supposed to room with her next year. 19-year-old Caitlin of Wettown, New York, was a sophomore majoring in international studies. And 2 of her friends and college peers are here to talk about it. Rochelle, what was Caitlin like?
Caitlin was one of the most amazing people you'll ever meet. She was that type of person that would always come to you whenever you needed anything, and she always put her homework last above anything else. If you went to her, she would stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning, not doing any of her work, helping you out, and then would stay up the rest of the night getting her work done, meeting a deadline that she totally brushed off because she wanted to help you out with your problems. She was an amazing person.
Kristen, what was her major?
Her major was international studies.
And French.
And French. She was also majoring in French.
Where was she killed, Rochelle?
In Norris Hall in her French class.
How did you hear about it, Kristen?
I heard about it through her parents on Monday night.
You never get over this.
No, you don't.
It's not going to go away anytime soon. But as Hokies, we're going to stick together. We always will.
During any part of this shooting, were you at all in touch with her or in contact at all?
The morning I got the email about the first shootings in West AJ, and I texted her around 9:45, and it was more just along the lines of, you know, I hope you're okay. It was more along like a joking text message, like what's going on with this school with all the bomb threats and everything. And then when I didn't hear from her, about a half hour later, I realized that, you know, maybe something really is wrong. So I text messaged her mom asking if she had heard from Caitlin. And then her mom called about an hour later and said they were on their way down because they hadn't heard from Caitlin and nobody had. And that's when we realized that something was wrong.
You never get over the loss of a friend. Thank you, Rochelle Lowe and Kristen Wickham. When we come back, the owner of a gun shop that sold the killer one of the weapons he used in his rampage. And as we go to break, remembering another victim, Ross Almedy.
He gave himself 110% to everybody around him.
After French class, I think he came up to me and said, "Hey, you look like a nice person. Here's my screen name. We can chat online." Just really friendly.
He was just always in a good mood. He was always optimistic.
Smiling.
Always smiling.
If you suffer from allergies, more effective relief is on the way. Benadryl, proven more effective than the leading allergy medicine at relieving your worst allergy symptoms. Get Benadryl, proven more effective.
Larry King tomorrow, exclusive. Former President Bill Clinton on Hillary's presidential campaign.
I think it'd be best for the country if she were elected president.
Larry King, tomorrow 9 Eastern, only on...
Take one look at our giant inventory and you'll know that at Landmark Ford, we're big on choice. And for a limited time, we're offering an unprecedented value. For just $189 a month, you can choose to drive home a well-equipped all-wheel drive Fusion, an F-150 Super Cab XLT 4x4, or the incredible new all-wheel drive Edge. The $189 choice, only at Landmark Ford in Tigard. We're just off 55 at the Haines Street exit.
I'm a breast cancer survivor. Being able to go to Hillsborough, which is closer to home, was just the ideal option. The staff at the Tuolity OHSU Cancer Center are just the most loving, caring people. And I did lose my hair. I looked very cute bald, but it worked. And that's what matters. If I had a friend that was newly diagnosed with any kind of cancer, I would tell them to have complete faith in the Tuolity system. They don't give up. They keep finding ways to help you.
Comcast now offers home phone service. This is not internet phone. It's a new reliable choice in home phone service built from the ground up. With digital voice quality, 12 calling features, voicemail, plus unlimited nationwide long distance, all included for one low monthly price. You can even keep your current phone number when you switch. Call 1-800-COMCAST today and pick up Comcast Digital Voice for as low as $39.95 a month. So are you going to get it?
Family. I don't want you to get the pen. I chose my loyalties.
And I will be judged.
Is he dying?
Oh, I blame myself for
You'd
this
like
life.
to blame somebody.
Everything comes to an end.
The Sopranos. Catch the final episodes in HD on HBO On Demand, only from Comcast. The Sopranos. Missing it would be a crime.
His whole life was ahead of him. I mean, and I know he would have accomplished so much because he was so bright. Such a waste of a beautiful life.
Joining us in Roanoke, Virginia is John Markell, the owner of Roanoke Firearms, where Cho Sing-hee bought the guns that were apparently used in the shootings. John, do you remember anything about that sale?
No, Larry, I wasn't in the shop that day. I talked to the clerk who was there. It was such an uneventful sale, and it was 5 weeks ago. The ATF had to show us a picture, so we actually knew who it was. I did not recognize him. I don't believe he's been in the shop before. The clerk barely remembered him because the sale went so smoothly.
Any indication that he had ever had a problem with instability?
Oh, none at all. I mean, we did the normal background check. We sent the paperwork to the state police. They checked it out with the FBI and told us to approve the sale. And as far as his demeanor, he was just calm, collected, just a clean-cut college kid.
Now, had you known that he was described previously as mentally ill, is that a reason not to sell firearms?
Absolutely. There's a question on the form that asks that very question. So he lied and put no.
And, of course, when someone lies, what can you do about it?
Well, in this case, the FBI should have determined that it was a lie, but they didn't. There's really no way for me to get that information. Medical information is private and is not available to people like me.
How long is the waiting period before you can pick up the gun?
There is no waiting period. We have to look at a lot of identification with a foreign national. So after I looked at all that, because that's a Virginia driver's license, a checkbook, INS card, and then we sent off the information to the state police. Normally, there's going to be a delay for someone who's not a citizen, so he probably walked out with a gun in somewhere between half an hour and an hour.
Would you change any of the gun laws?
I think somebody dropped the ball on his mental condition, because as I understand it, that is the only thing in his past that would have prevented him from buying a gun. We have 20,000 gun laws. I don't think one more is going to make a difference. Wouldn't have stopped him. How many laws did he break when he killed all his people?
You told me today, we spoke a little earlier, that you're getting threatening mail?
We finally had to shut our website down after the 200th, well, they weren't all death threats, but most were. Most threats with many threatened bodily harm.
It's kind of ironic that people opposed to guns are threatening you with bodily harm.
I've had 2 phone calls today calling me a murderer.
No, that's totally unfair, John. We're with you, and I thank you for sharing these moments with us.
I'm Rick Sanchez here in B Control. We got a lot of stuff for you tonight. Coming up after Larry, we're learning now that the Virginia Tech killer bought his ammunition on eBay. Also, why did he kill Emily Hilscher? That was the woman in the dorm first. We're going to bring you the latest on that. Our big story, though, is breaking news tonight. There's a Blue Angel pilot has died in a fiery crash in South Carolina into a neighborhood. We're going to take you there, show you incredible pictures from the air show. All this after Larry.
If you want to quit smoking, today's your day. Commit cherry lozenges. The tasty way to quit smoking.
Okay, delivery intercept. Well, say you just shipped the package to New York and it's on its way. When your customer calls and says, hey, I gotta run down to DC for a few days. Well, now what? Well, what if you could intercept the package and have it sent back? Or better yet, reroute it to DC. Well, you'd have those options if you shipped with UPS. It's not just delivery, it's UPS Delivery Intercept. Oh, good. Cherry blossoms are out.
My name is Marty Correa, and my knee is where it hurts. Around the 5 to 6 mile mark, my knee starts saying, ouch, ouch, ouch. Recently, what I discovered was the Aleve liquid gels. Actually, I was very impressed. They do hit quickly, and they're strong. They do the job. So I was able to function the day after a 4-hour run.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC. Mac, I'm going to be going away for a while.
Oh, where are you going?
Well, over to IT. I've been getting these funky error messages. They keep popping up.
Oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry about that.
WMP.dll.
What?
I don't even know what that means. It just happens. Do you know what it means?
No, Max, don't get those cryptic error messages. Are they sick too?
Well, yeah, he's error 692, and then syntax error down the end. Down here, fatal error. Yeah. Don't worry, pal. You'll be up and running spreadsheets in no time.
He's a goner.
It fuels our lives and creates the products we depend on. It powers our workforce. It brings us home and gives us warmth. It lets us travel the earth and reach for the sky. Vital for life, too precious to waste. Oil and natural gas. Together, let's use it wisely. Learn more at energytomorrow.org.
People ask me all kinds of questions.
Hey, who goes there?
Orkin Man, reporting for termite inspection.
Termites? Do termites really eat wood?
A colony eats 24 hours a day.
We're doomed.
Not on my watch. At Orkin, knowledge is our best weapon.
CNN Sunday night, 8 Eastern. His writings, his anger, his point of no return. Soledad O'Brien takes you inside the mind of a killer. Massacre at Virginia Tech. CNN Sunday night, 8 Eastern.
Before we leave you tonight, a few reflections. This has been a very tough week for a lot of people, and we're going to be dealing with the pain of it for a long time. The tragedy at Virginia Tech, so sudden and senseless, such a horrible waste of bright lives and precious futures, has wounded us all. In trying to heal, we need to remember those who died on Monday. We should not define any of them by the ugly deed that ended their lives. Instead, we need to honor their accomplishments, recall their kindnesses, even keep their unfulfilled dreams alive. In trying to heal, we can embrace the steadfast heroism of Professor Liviu Lispriscu, a survivor of the Nazi Holocaust, who blocked the door of his classroom on Monday and saved the lives of some of his students at the cost of his own. We can remember the image of the thousands of candles that shone against the darkness during Tuesday's campus vigil, and the life-affirming sound of the "Let's Go Hokies" chant at a convocation earlier the same day. Our thoughts, our prayers go out to the family and friends of Monday's victims. Tomorrow night, well, President Clinton will have some thoughts on this tragedy and more reflection on this emotional week. As we leave you, we remember the victims of the Virginia Tech massacre.
95.